Howdy everybody, welcome back to the garage. Apologize for being so long between videos here. I had a few issues with the cloud and I always have issues. Yeah, anyway, you get it, right? Still trying to learn how to edit, how to do video and all of that, so please bear with me. I appreciate all your support. And anyway, we're back here finishing up the forge. I've got a lot of footage somewhere on casting the top and the ends and stuff. I've still got a lot of finish work to do on it. I've got to weld some hinges on for the doors to flip open and all of that, but basically all of the components are done. So now it's just finishing and this and that and the other. I'm going to take you over to the bench here in a second and show you what's going on, and hopefully I can start putting out some more regular videos here because I do enjoy doing it. I've just been super busy at work, and then I got a super huge speeding ticket that I've had to deal with. So big, in fact, I had to hire a liar. You know, one of those liar guys that goes to court for you. That was fun. Anyway, so I've been a little bit busy, but I'm going to take you over to the bench now. Here you go. All right, everybody, back at the bench. Here's the forge, and here's the front. Shut the front door. So and that cast out, that come out pretty good. I had to fill in a few spots, and I actually still need to fill in. I missed that one right there. But what I've got to do, I think, well, I'm going to do the whole thing anyway. In it is this ITC or 100, yeah, ITC 100. So should be able to do that. What I've done down here, let's see. Okay, so there's some cracks and stuff, but what I did on this top half, here, I'll take it off and flip it over. I'm going to take the burner out real quick.
You guys have seen this. Anyway, put that out of the way.
I'll show you the back part here as well. Bottom edge. So the front and the back door turned out really well. I love the way those worked. It was super straightforward, easy to pour. And I actually used this foam board. It's like construction paper or whatever on both sides, and then a foam center core. And I use this on all my modeling when I'm building stuff, complicated stuff that I don't want to do in steel first, just to see if it works out or not. I'll cut this foam board stuff up, and they even made some knife templates out of it too, just for quick, you know. It gives you a better feel. Like I said, I've built the strut towers on the Jeep. I built them, a model out of that stuff, and then tweaked it from there. It's real super easy to use, and then you get it dialed in. Then you can cut. You kind of have a pattern for your steel to cut that out. Anyway, that's a rambling bunch of crap that you probably don't need to listen to. And you guys have seen the bottom here, except I've welded some legs on it, and I also welded a table and a gusset under the table to it. Got fancy. That's just an old gusset off of the said project, the Jeep strut towers that I had to change. Anyway, let me flip this puppy over, and okay, I think maybe we'll zoom you in, but you can see it's real smooth. And what I did was I lined, back out again. So I lined the top part of the bottom here. I just put saran wrap over it, and then I packed in refractory on the top and kind of made a form out of some masking tape, flipped it over and let it set up to the surface here. So the surface here's line up with the surface on the bottom here. It did bulge out. You can see it Maybe you can see it. You can see a ledge there. See that? Right there. If I zoom you in, you're gonna miss it, but okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So you can see it bulged out, and I've taken a file and started to knock that down on this back side. I'm gonna do on this side, and also you can kind of see a lip right here. This edge is real thin because it flared out. Maybe you can see it that way too. So I'm going to take that lip off as well, but you can see it's got a and those ridges those lines are from the saran wrap kind of bunch it up, and that's why that's that way. But I'll coat that with ITC 100 as well, and the whole inside of this. But yeah, it turned out fairly well. I made this side thicker because the burner comes in from this side through here, and it fires right at this wall. So I made this wall about 1 inch thicker than over here. Now I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm hoping that it'll create and make it ramp down and swirl in here, as well as giving it more insulation property on this side, because that's where the heat's going to be blasting against. Honestly, the way I'm putting this together, it looks really cool, but I think this burner is quite a bit too large for the size of the forge here. I could be wrong. Again, I'm winging this, just kind of going off of, well, what I've seen, but that's basically how I do everything. Anyway, so I'm going to start to clean this up in just a second here. I'm going to, got a couple of these. So these are grinding wheels there for steel. Diamond X. And this one's a cutoff, but you can also use it to grind on the surface of steel. This one's just for, you can see it's kind of convex. And these work awesome for steel. I've had this one for 2.5, 3 years, used it quite a lot. I've had this one for about a year. You can see I've used them both quite a lot. They don't wear out. The one bad thing is it just vibrates the hell out of your hands. There's no give in these things, and it's just, and you get the, you could play a tune on your tendons after an hour of grinding with those suckers. But they don't, again, they don't wear out. So you just wear your body out instead. Probably not a good trade-off, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to give these a whirl, see how much dust I can make. I'm going to have my vacuum hooked right next to, but I'm going to grind the lips off. I'm going to grind your lips off. Grind the ledges off and stuff. Basically, I want to do that. There's a huge lip there, because if you take the door, put it upside down, if it's not flush, it's going to have a big old gap out the sides all the way around. So I want this as flush as possible when they're shut. And again, these doors will tilt away, but I'll show you that after a while. I'm going to get this grinding done and get this dialed in so that it'll actually work. Clean up the edges here where it just kind of spilled over. And then I've got to weld some tabs on the top with a bolt hole through it, and on the bottom threaded, so that I can bolt this top clam or turtle shell. I think it looks like a little fat pig actually, but I'm going to maybe or a watermelon. Maybe I'll paint it like a watermelon. What do you guys think? We'll see. Alright, let me flip this over. Okay. So and the back's back here. You guys probably can't see that anyhow, but that's the size of her. My hand will go in there, and all the way. Oh, well, I can fit to the elbow, and it won't. I wasn't touching the back yet. It was real close though. So that just kind of gives you the general idea of the dimensions of this puppy. And again, the burner slides right in the side here. Hopefully you guys can see that. There. And yeah, so that's the progress so far. I'm going to actually take you off the stand here and take you guys outside and give you a little tour of what I just picked up the other day. So, ooh, color change. So, there we go. That I just got, and it's 32, almost 33 inches. It's 4 and just under 4.5 wide, and it's 12 inches tall from its base to the top of the top there. They've got it on a couple of split rims they welded together, and then they actually did a really nice job with this all thread. They bent it around, put it through, and I think they, yeah, they did actually bolted it down. But yeah, this whole thing rings. I dropped a steel ball on this thing, and it rebounded about 6 or 7 inches. I guess that's a good rebound. Again, I'm new at this. I don't know. You know, there's some chips on it and stuff like that, but really, it's not that terrible. And I know I'm not sure where it was made. What do you guys think? Any guesses? Not real sure. But the price was right on this sucker. We were walking out, and I'll show you here in a second to look at something else. We walked past this. I was at one of my customers' shops, a huge concrete. They do precast stuff. Walked past this, and I said, "Hey, man, I'll take this too." And he's like, "Yeah, you can have that too." just no problem. It's yours. So I got that for $0. And then I have these. That is 16-inch, half-inch in the web, 5/8 on the ends I-beam, and I got 4 of them. They're 3 and 4 feet long. And what we were going to look when I saw that anvil were these cylinders here. And those are 6-inch by, it looks like 3-foot throw rams anyway. And then he gave me 5-horse, 3-phase, totally enclosed, fan cooled, manifold. The pump's in there, I'm sure. I don't know how many gallons that hydraulic tank is. It looks probably to be 25 or 30. I'm guessing maybe, yeah, between 20 and 30. Anyhow, these I'm going to have to cut the ends off and cut them basically probably in half or more. Weld the end back onto it. Weld new ports top and bottom. Get rid of the manifold there that's got a little proportioning valve in it, I believe. I'm not 100% on that. And that will be, oh yeah. Then I got some chunks of, it's 1.25 inch plate. I think they had these around the anvil for weight, but I'm not sure. It fit on it, kind of, sort of. And yeah, that'll be my forge press. Yeah, my pickup truck. There's another project that's never ending. Oh, and this is what I got my speeding ticket in. Yeah. So, and there's the beater with the heater. And the camper and the Baja and the yard, in case y'all want to see it. That Baja bus. Looking for a Toyota pickup. Anybody want to swap me? That Baja, the doors close like it's a brand new car. It's in perfect shape. It's awesome. I never drive it. Anyway, welcome to my driveway. I got plenty of shit. Speaking of shit, there's some bag of dog shit from the puppies. We'll fly here. Oh, you know what y'all need to see? That's kind of... Can you hear the dogs barking? Then they're mild still. That's as far as I can reach, folks. And I don't even know what this looks like. I'm just taking film. We're all animals. Alright, well, I don't know whether you all can see or not, but those of you guys that know me probably know anyway, that I got a huge speeding ticket. I had to hire a lawyer. In fact, it was that big. There was 3 digits involved, and they didn't say, here, pay this fine. They said, here, this is when you show to court. So I'm gonna put this in the Beamer here, and I've got a hardwire kit. Focus. That I'm gonna install, and I'm not sure if this will even make it onto YouTube, but because I don't want to spend a lot of time dicking around filming it, I just want to put the damn thing in because I gotta make sure I don't get another ticket for at least 6 months anyhow. So yeah, that's where we're at.